Hey boys and girls, it's Ken from Vanawan Gardens. It looks like I've got some mushrooms coming out of my inoculated logs. So it's been real damp recently. A lot of wetness. So yeah, I'm hoping to be getting tons of mushrooms out of these guys. And also I did some work in the greenhouse yesterday. Went to the Johnsonville supply place. I cleaned this all out, raked it all out. Didn't want to do too much. Like I want to do like no-till gardening for the most part. Got my little garden here, my little camera here because there's a hole. Somebody's in my garden. So I planted some kale and some spinach and some dill in this bed here. And then I got some blueberry plants. She gave me a deal because they were bare root, so she didn't put them into pots. And I got all these wonderful monster pots, so I'm gonna grow them in here. It's toasty in here. So some onions made it from last year, so that's awesome. So I don't think I'm gonna till this year. I'm just gonna rake it out. I'm gonna top off with extra soil, and I think instead of, well, I think I know because I didn't start any seedlings. I'm gonna be doing just buying my plants at the nurseries because they're so much healthier and big. So yeah, I gotta rake all this stuff out. And all this hay was supposed to keep the weeds at bay. I bought like 3 or 4 bales, put them down, and didn't really keep the weeds at bay. So I think I'm gonna use some cardboard. Once I get this stuff all out of here and I plant some stuff, I'm gonna put everything with cardboard. So I don't see no new shoots going on here with the sunchokes, but the bees are flying. That's really what I wanted to show today. Yeah, I always get close and then they chase me away. But I got my hat on, so hopefully nobody will try to thwart me. They don't go in for a sting right away. They're kind creatures. Even the aggressive hive is kind to me. They give me a warning, and then if I walk away, then they don't get me. So, but I do have a dark shirt on, so I look like a bear. So they got plenty of water, as you can see. I got trays of water out front, and I got little things for them to climb on, so that way they don't drown. But I was a little worried because the other day it looked like there was fewer bees out. But I think there's plenty of activity. I think these hives, 2 hives have survived. So I'm gonna go make a pollen patty for them. I have a mixture in a tub that I got from Man Lake, where it'll give them some protein and some food for right now. And what I'll do is I'll check on the weather to see, is it going to be freezing anytime soon, and if it's not, then I'll put some sugar syrup. Like I'll fill up a jar 2/3 of the way up with sugar, top it off with water, and let it all dissolve, and then I'll put it in the top of those hives. So last weekend, what I did, it was a nice day. I wanted to see if this hive closest to us was completely dead, and it was. So I pulled it all apart, cleaned it all out, and there is some honey in there, very little honey. But what I did was I took that honey, I took maybe 4 or 5 frames, and I put them in the freezer for when I spin. And then I took the frames that were kind of like just a little bit of honey, and I put it out here for them to rob. So, and this one over here too. So what I'm looking for right now is yellow jackets. No yellow jackets, so that's good. So anyway, I'm gonna top off some beds with some dirt. I'm gonna yank out all this weed stuff. These are the Brussels sprouts that the deer have been going crazy on, but they're still green on the bottom. And this is one heck of a root system it's got. I can't help but wonder if this thing isn't gonna give me some Brussels sprouts. Maybe it'll start off from scratch. Looks like a bunny. Okay. Well, I got a dog that's a nuisance. So anyway, I'll sign off. This is Ken from Banner One Garden.